Hey guys, how you doing? Mowers and blowers here. So this is the Remington 20-inch chainsaw that I got through the MTD South recall. They sent me a new one. This is the RM-4620. Anyway, it's brand new. I used it a bunch of times, a few times here and there. Always starts up great, always runs fantastic, cuts great, okay? So today I went to my mom's house in Queens, and she had a bunch of trees, 3 or 4 of them actually, that needed to be cut down. And so basically I went to town on these trees, man. Cut them down real well, real fast too, no problem. They had these big trunks and stuff in the backyard, and I was cutting that too. So probably a good hour's worth of non-stop cutting, you know. There was sawdust everywhere, man. And then it didn't, and then it just stopped, you know, and I thought it was out of gas, but then when I put gas in it, tried to start it again, didn't start. So I took the air cleaner cover off, and what I'm thinking is there's, you know, sawdust everywhere, you know what I mean? And so I'm thinking that maybe I mean, look how fine the sawdust is, you know? Even gets into here. This is obviously one of those new filters, you know? And basically it looks like that. Right? It's just like a really fine mesh. Alright. And then this part just comes off, I think. It's kind of tough to get to. There you go. And so look. There's like sawdust in there. Well, that's no good. There's sawdust in there. The sawdust is gonna go inside, you know, the meeting diaphragm and plug all the holes, you know. So of course it's not gonna run, you know. But that's kind of a sucky filter, if you ask me. I mean, it doesn't prevent sawdust from getting into the carburetor. It's ridiculous. So I'm gonna remove. I actually have never done one like this before. How am I gonna remove it? Here, there. The median diaphragm's right there. You think I could just, no? Because I have to get to the other side too, you know? I guess I'll take these off and see what happens. So of course they can't make it easy, right? 3 torque screws there. And then to throw you off, they'll put 2 Phillips here. So you got to get 2 different tools just to remove this top cover. Ouch! Okay, yep, 2 Phillips. And then the bolt's there, here and there. Damn it. Nice. Move the 2 long bolts that go into those 2 holes. Now I'm going to plug up the fuel lines, because you have to take those off or you can't get it out. Fuel just shot out of here. Put a drill bit in there to plug it up. And basically, aside from the Z-bend, come out. Oh, that's a pain to get that Z-bend out. There it is. Brand new carburetor, but it doesn't work because there's too much sawdust there. It was tough to get out. Z-bend, throttle linkage, top hose, fuel hose, and primer bulb hose on the very bottom. That's why it's good for you guys to take video or pictures of this, because if you haven't worked on this model before, you're going to get so confused that, like I am right now. I'm going to take these 4 off and take a look. So I just removed the metering diaphragm cover, and there's some sawdust in there. I'm gonna peel that gasket off. Aside from a bunch of specks on that metering diaphragm, it really wasn't dirty. I'm gonna take this one off now. Crystal clear, not dirty at all. There's some sawdust right there, which means that it maybe got into these holes. It's really not that dirty, so I'm kind of perplexed as to why it didn't start, you know. It really wasn't very dirty, but I put this back, blew it all out with this carburetor cleaner. I mean, you know, it's clean now, but it really wasn't that dirty when I opened it up. So I'm kind of concerned as to why it didn't start. So I took a piece of like an old t-shirt and I stuffed the hole here, because if you look around, there's a lot of sawdust on the inside, and there's tons over there, you know. So I don't want like air to be blowing around and then it sucks right back into the hole again, and then I gotta go and do this all over again. So I'm gonna plug that up and I'm gonna blow this stuff out. Pretty clean. I'm gonna blow that out now. That's really clean now. There's a lot of sawdust covering all that stuff. I'm gonna tighten the screws. Alright, well, I think I put it together. Okay. I'm gonna try to start it. So it starts and runs, but you know, not as well as before. I think maybe the adjustment screws might have gotten loose or something like that. I'm gonna get my spline tool and adjust the high and low adjustment screws. Maybe that's it, you know. Yeah, so it doesn't idle, you know. I mean, it starts and it throttles pretty well, but it doesn't idle. That's all it was the idle screw, and gotta get one of these special tools, the splines and the notch one, so that you can adjust the high and the low screws for the mixture. Look at that. Right now it's idling great, and check this out. Very responsive and high throttle. Watch. Very nice. Just tighten that chain a little bit. But that did it, man. A lot of oil there. Anyway, so that's all it was, man. Just cleaning the carburetor and adjusting the mixture screws. See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.